So a little simple technique, which is my book, I cubed, I was a math major in my undergrad, so that's where the cubed comes from, is information, interpretation, intensity, right? A simple, three eyes. So I liken it onto the Panama Canal, and the Panama Canal obviously is in the news a lot lately. So the Panama Canal, the principle is the first lock has to fill up before the second lock opens. Okay. So the first lock is information. Now, it would be awesome if every single human being, Doug, in this world applied this one rule that it is illegal for me. I like using the word illegal, creates a punch. It's illegal for me to have any opinion, interpretation, or any emotion, intensity until I have all the information. It's impossible for me to have an opinion about a topic unless I have as much information as I can possibly glean, right?
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
information has to fill up first. Once that lock opens up, now we have interpretation, and this is where emotions get set aside and we do critical thinking skills. Like I'm going to work on my next book. I just wrote I cubed and then I cubed for couples because I do a lot of marriage counseling. And then the next one, my wife and I are actually going on a cruise here in a bit, and I'm write I cubed for leaders. So the next one is the interpretation. So we have to take care of blind spots and biases, right? So the biases, a lot of us have them, like confirmation biases, of course, a big one that we hear information that confirms us. So, we want to go with it. So the second one is interpretation, which basically the key question is there any other way of looking at this? So basically I say invite even your most staunch, quote unquote enemies into the picture. You have the information, and then you obviously have a way of thinking about it, which is what your mental model is. But is there any other way of looking at it? I use negative, neutral, positive, that other people brought to the table, even though they're not in the room, you can do this by yourself. How would they interpret the information that you may not necessarily see? That's where critical thinking is, to put biases and emotions at bay to make sure that you have the most critical thinking approach. And there could be several paradoxical interpretive sentences that must coexist together